Okay. All right, testing. We're good. We're super good. Okay, I'm going to continue recording while I'm looking at my notes. Okay. And action. So, I've been thinking a lot about laughter. That's not how I... 1, 2, 3, go. So, I've been thinking about laughter a lot recently. So, the thing about laughter, it's kind of a mystery in a lot of ways. It's kind of something we've accepted as a little bit of a mystery, even though it's such a given. We're laughing since we're like babies. Like, we laugh since we're really, really young. And it seems as though that's the case up until you die. Even people who can't remember things later in their age, from what I can tell, are still laughing. And it seems like it's a very good and healthy thing. It's so rare that something feels good and is healthy, you know? I think that, yeah, it's rare that we get something that good. So I think we should take it when we can. I want to say the nature of laughter is very equalizing. So, like, it seems like everybody who laughs does it pretty involuntarily. And it's a very almost like energetically, it's connected to energy kind of thing, pretty lively. I think it's so, yeah, like I said, it's kind of a mystery still, but we know at least those things. It's kind of linked to learning, but you can laugh when you can laugh when something's funny, of course, but you can also laugh when something's uncomfortable, or when you have like anxiety about something, or you can laugh when you're nervous. You can laugh when you're excited, when you're so excited that you can't even hold it in. Those things are fantastic. I love those moments. Some of the things that have made me think about laughter recently is I've recently started to get some very good people in my life, very healthy people to talk to and be around. And I love them very much. Some of them are blood related, some of them are not. What's funny is the blood related ones were always there, but I never, I was so serious around them, my family. I would be very serious around my family. I don't know why I was like that in the beginning, but lately I've begun to be a little more silly, and they've opened up back. And it's a beautiful thing to laugh with your family. I'm so blessed that I get the chance not only to do it, but to undo maybe the harm I did before. I don't know if I really did anything wrong per se. I just didn't do things as well as I could have. So I'm blessed in that. But I think that I really enjoy laughing with my mom and like my siblings and stuff like that. And I I even laugh by myself. There's no one here while I'm recording. I'm all by myself. But I still find it funny to laugh, and I like laughing with you. If you're watching, I don't know who would be, but I hope you're laughing for sure. I like laughing a lot. So here's what's weird. I'm with my friend group. I've been known to be like the funny one. I've always been kind of like a clown a lot of the time. That's been less so lately. I kind of just like, I'm funny as well as like myself, but I really instilled my identity in being a bit of a clown for a long time. And I still like to have fun, for sure. I like doing dumb shit like all the time. But I think I accidentally made giving people laughter my whole purpose. And it's weird, the concept of laughter to me. Because for a while, my whole sense of value rested in hearing it and seeing it. And now I've come to learn it's not everything, but it's still important, you know? It's important to laugh from time to time. You should especially learn to laugh at yourself. Sometimes you can make for the best comedy. Something I'm also known for is my very dark humor. I like things that are pretty morbid or a little grotesque or maybe inappropriate. I love that stuff. I'm just a huge fan of really dark humor, and almost the more fucked up, the funnier. I know that's kind of like weird, but I don't really care. I still find it to be enlightening in some way. I think it helps, like, I don't know. We don't get many silver linings in life, but it seems like laughter is one of them, you know? Even when things are kind of cloudy, you can still choose to laugh at them. sometimes. You can still completely take the power it has away from you and just laugh. Take time to appreciate that feeling and just kind of laugh. I know that sounds really like live, laugh, love type shit. Which is, you should live, you should laugh, and you should love. I believe in all three of those, but it's deeper than just laughing, obviously, but even though I think some of the wisdom behind laughter, it's just so funny how little we know about like what it's about or how we got it. Laughter is kind of tied to comedy in a weird way. Like, obviously, that's kind of like what comedy's about. But laughter is kind of, I guess maybe comedy specifically is kind of like food, Like it just has, people have different tastes, different cultures appreciate different kinds of, comedy and food. There's such great people out there who have managed to bring out laughter over the ages, and what's funny is, like, laughter is something we do every day, but these people, like, their whole job is to just constantly stick at the edge of society. Like, they always play with the boundaries of what's societally okay or not. And they will regularly jump out and drag you along with them into the abyss, right? They'll drag you into they'll drag you into their little world that they've created, and you can laugh for a little while. It's they almost act, sometimes, not every time, but they can kind of act as though it's, at least in my opinion, it's like when your parents hold your hand while you're riding a bike, or doing something like that. If you have parents, because I didn't. At least no S. But I want to say that, like, comedians kind of do play that role. They help you learn something about something you may not have ever thought you would want to learn or understand. But it's almost like they're there to keep you safe. They'll hold back the chaos that'll erupt upon you in this topic, in this subject that they're talking about. And you're welcome to come and enjoy it. And you're free to see them sink or swim in it, which is such an interesting thing. And it all revolves around the purpose of laughter. Think of how much time you've wasted on social media, playing the slot machine of our attention spans and trying to get your next little laugh out of it. You know that little laugh you do when something's pretty good? You just kind of go... you, like, blow air out of your nostrils. Yeah, that shit's pretty good. You will sit there for like an hour, 2 hours, trying to get that to happen because it's so worth it to you. Laughter's got to mean something more than just like what live, laugh, love. The laugh and live, laugh, love to me is so bare bones compared to the reality of what it is. To me, it's such a big deal. And it helps you navigate tough terrain. It helps you deal with pain and dark times, or maybe even dark memories. I when I think back, they say time is the great equalizer. Maybe, but I think one of the ways that might be true is that it seems to make really good times in the past feel like whatever, and it seems to make really bad times feel like whatever. You're nostalgic for both. At least for me, when I think back to times that weren't very good in my life, in a weird way, I would still go back to them, even though sometimes they were really, really fucked. Like, they really weren't good. It's still... Why do I look back at it like that? And why do I always seem to want to laugh when I finally seem to capture the perfect mental state, when I can feel the air, when I can tell what time of year it was, when I can see how much younger my mom looked, when I can, not like she looks necessarily old, but she just, she had a little bit more of a pep in her step at the time. And when I can see how much more of a pep step I had in mine, little things like that. These are, my friends and all that stuff. I can smell things, I can hear things, and the second I can picture it, the second I have it in my hands, I laugh. I don't know if that's something you got going on, but I don't know. I know you're just kind of hearing me talk. But maybe you thought of a time just now when I was talking about it. Maybe you laughed a little bit just thinking about it. I don't know, but no one fucking knows, to be honest. I don't know. Life life without laughter, like maybe it's possible, but it would surely be missing something. And I ask you to please find the time to laugh a little more with people, with yourself, at yourself. I think these things are important, and I think you should laugh. You should laugh more. You really should. Don't be so serious, dude. Don't take everything so seriously. Just laugh a little bit. I love you. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.